Yeah, well, last year didn't start, on the greatest note here in Australia. And besides that year, I've always, felt really comfortable playing here, and I've had really good results. Obviously, it was disappointing, to go out so early. But it happens. You move on. You try to learn as much as you can from it, and my ambitions are still very much there. I've been a competitive girl ever since I was pretty much born, and I love the sport, and whether it's a loss or win, I try to move on from that and build on something, whether it's little or big. Yeah, well, the tournament hasn't started yet. This is the time of year where you really see. For me, it was a longer layoff than for some others. It's been a couple of months, and we played one event since then, since Beijing. So it's a great place to see for everyone where their game is, what they need to work on, and try to build on from the first few rounds. I actually didn't know. I didn't know what I would ever be when I was out of the game for a while. I didn't know if I would ever, be back. That was a challenge in itself, is to try to get myself back to playing the sport again. And to be honest, I never, on the way back, I never really thought about ranking, because every time I stepped on the court, when I had an expectation of when I would be back, I would never really reach that goal. So for me, it was just about going out there, and I mean, it certainly took me a lot longer to get back to playing, and the reaction, all the things that the sport requires you to do to get that back. But it's still coming along. A little bit of everything, I guess. And in terms of the game, I'm not going to change my game completely in order to suit different opponents. I know what my strengths are. I know what my weaknesses are. I try to work on the things that need to be improved. And I think one of the things that I lost by not playing for a while was the action-reaction in the game a little bit, and almost like the hand-eye coordination, letting things happen a little bit more by themselves and not worrying about maybe things that happened 3 points ago or so on, and that kind of that. I think that's the thing that takes most time, I certainly wish I could have played a little bit more last year. Those 6 or 7 weeks, after Indian Wells, wasn't able to play, some of the bigger tournaments, but hopefully this year will be different. It was, you look back through it because you want to make adjustments to make yourself better, whether you finish the year 100, whether you finished it in top 10, whatever it is. It's always been part of me ever since I played. You finish, you always, you only have a week or a couple of weeks off, and you look towards something that's going to make you better, that's going to help you. There's always things to improve on. I don't think anyone is perfect. I was sick for a while, and that's why I was supposed to play Moscow. I really wanted to play there, but I came to Asia. I wasn't feeling that great, and just went home. Well, one of the things, like I said, it was great for me to have a little bit of a change. I've kind of had the same routine throughout the years, and I played 3 matches in quite different conditions. The last one was tough, and my opponent played really good tennis, and wasn't my best day, but it was great. I got some good days, and it was pretty warm up there in the first week that I got there a few days before, so I was able to train a little bit, and pretty much left after Christmas. While I'm my biggest fan, I'm also my biggest critic, and I'm not gonna sit here and say what my result is going to be, because I don't think anyone knows, and including myself. That's why we play the matches. That's why the nets go up, and the tennis cans are open with the balls, and you go out and play. And whether someone has expectations on you or you don't or you do, doesn't really matter. It's all about going out there and trying to win. Oh, absolutely. No years take away from the year that you did so well here and you won, and I played extremely great tennis throughout the tournament against really tough opponents. I had one of my toughest draws in the Grand Slams I've ever played, and got through it, and with really great matches. And yeah, that's definitely something you look back to, and especially when you go out on that center court, you look back to the memories and the great times. And yeah, I mean, I guess you can say it's more open than some other years, and some other fields. You never know. You can approach someone in the first round that doesn't have a chance. You go out and they play, some of their best tennis in their life, go and win the tournament. I don't know, open or not, I don't think it